Welcome to Fret Not. My name is Rob.
My name's Colton, and welcome back to the High Gain series.
Yes!
Today we are revisiting the b.h.i, either Orion or Orione, or
I think this is from an Italian builder, and I'm almost positive that he pronounced it Orione, but it's Orion to me.
Orione.
There you go. There's the Italian in the bunch we didn't even know we had. So we got this guitar. It was a custom build. Took about 6 months to get it, and that's on me because he had a lot of stuff going on at the time, and I just wanted desperately to have a guitar built by him, so I went ahead and got in line. It probably doesn't take quite that long to have one built, but it was during a show process he was doing. A couple other people are in front of us, but I elected to go ahead and go with this guitar, and man, we could not be happier. We did a review on this a long time ago at the start of the show when we kind of started out. We're going to try to do it a little bit better for you with some up and close and stuff. Long story short, this guy needs attention. You guys need to know who he is, regardless whether you're buying, a custom-made guitar or not. You need to know who this guy is.
Yep.
All right, so listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I have a cheat sheet off screen. I'm going to use it because this has a lot of specific things we had done to it, and we picked everything on this guitar. So we're going to start off. The body of this is curly ash. And if you look at the body of this guitar, it's as pretty, if not prettier, than the top. I had seen him do this on another guitar a couple of years back, and I was just absolutely, you've got to do our guitar that way. The top on this is one-piece master grade curly poplar. And I think it came out freaking amazing. We waited a couple months for that particular block to come in. The neck is maple, curly maple, and the fretboard is ebony. I'm a sucker for ebony. I love really good ebony on the fretboard. It has stainless steel jumbo frets, 24 frets. The fretwork on this is impeccable, way beyond anything you would expect. But so you have a 25 5-inch scale with a 16-inch radius, and we picked those two specific for this guitar. Has a hip shot fixed bridge, has hip shot open gear locking tuner, grip lock tuners. It has a set of bare-knuckle juggernauts with a single volume and a 5-way switch. And this thing, you'll get to hear it in a mix in a minute, it's just monster sounding.
Yep.
The body finish is a high gloss, but then we did the neck in an oil finish. So it's just super smooth, satiny. And I don't know that you, at least in my eyes, I don't know that you could have came out with a better overall guitar. Show them the back of the headstock. So what I had him do something different on this one. I had him sign this, and I had him stick a note on it, not to put my name on it, but just to put a note on it. And I'd have to read it again, verbatim to know what it says. But basically what it says is designed and built by a master luthier, and his name is Luca. And then he put the serial number on it, and then he signed it. So we've always got that. I don't know if it'll ever be a collecting piece, but to me it is. It ain't going nowhere.
Right.
So we've been playing this for a year. You're gonna be the one that does the live on this. You've been playing this for a year. What's your overall impression for that guitar, knowing what we paid for it and everything involved?
It's a phenomenal product at the end of the day, and it plays great, sounds great. Weight, I'd say, is about average, maybe a slightly bit on the heavier side, but again, that's just something to point out. Not that it's a pro or a con. It's just is what it is. Playability is just amazing. The fretboard and the fret work is just all just what you
still look brand new after. I mean, they look like he just polished them. I mean, they're done nice. It has a spoke wheel truss rod adjustment at the bottom of the neck down here, and it has a slim modern C neck profile, so it's super fast. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to shut up, let you hear this in a mix. We're going to come out and talk price point, how you get it, where you get it, how long it took to get it. Our overall thoughts on the complete process from day one till the day we got it to a year later to kind of give you a whole, kind of sum everything up on how we feel about this. It's honestly one of my favorite guitars ever.
It's a good one.
We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. You got a chance to hear it in the mix. You played that one. Tell us your thoughts on the guitar, those Juggernauts by Bareknuckle. What's your overall impression of being that we waited 6 months? Mm-hmm. We'll tell you the price point in a minute. You know what we paid for it. What's your overall thought process on calling Luca, b.h.i, and having him build you a guitar?
I mean, if I had the money that we paid for this, I would have no problem going to him with that, lump sum of cash and saying, this is what all I want, and feel 100% confident that I would get a product back like this.
Yeah. It's just, so on this top, we had ordered a different top, a quilted top, and where he's at in Italy, they were having problems getting that piece of wood. I'm sure there was other wood involved, but getting that wood inside the country, because there's a lot of different rules on what woods can go where and stuff. I don't know that much about it. I try to stay out of it. But in our wait for that, he called me one day and said, "Hey, check this out. I just found a master grade curly poplar." I'm not the hugest poplar fan in the world because we were getting quilted maple. Mm-hmm. But when I seen that top, I was like, dude, you ain't bought that yet? Hurry up and buy that.
Right. Yeah.
And we got the
really
one piece where
top.
On the quilted maple, it would have been a split. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because the ones that we kind of got. So to get that one piece ash body, to get that curly ash, to get that one piece curly poplar top, that's why that guitar came out so nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've been playing this guitar. I have a tendency to, out of all these guitars, to reach over and grab this, the Reichardt or the Ashwood. Nothing against any of the rest of the guitars, because I play every one of them, believe it or not. I sit here and play 2 or 3 of them a day, and I rotate. I play through all of them, and each one inspires you a little bit different. But that particular guitar was kind of my first deep wait for a guitar, and sit down in anguish for a month on how it needed to look, how it needed to feel, what it needed to sound like. And then after I got that one, it just became old school. I'm like, yep, give me this, and this.
Yeah. Yep.
But that one was a labor of love for both Luca and us trying to get it right. So if you don't know yet, this guitar cost us about $3,500. Now, it comes in a hard shell case, and it's got the b.h.i logo on it. It's a special case, and it's designed for just that guitar. It's custom fit for that guitar. Comes with a certificate of authenticity, everything you need to know about it, his time frame, everything is in the deal. So it is kind of a collector's edition. It took about 6 months, like I said, to get this guitar. I don't think it would take that long, but I'm pretty sure Luca does all this by hand. So he's not one of those, you know, he's a single builder, like a lot of the ones we favor are single builders. And he sent me pictures all along the way of what he was doing, why he was doing it, and, you know, how it was working out. So he stayed in contact with us. His English is not great, but he really tried hard. So I got to give him kudos for that. Like I said, it took about 6 months to get it. You can order it directly from his website. You will have seen the b.h.i guitars, custom guitars on this deal. And if you can't order one of these, which I know most people are not going to spend this much money, but if you can't order one of these, man, at least go to his website and check out his stuff. He's a really, really cool individual. We had a little bit of problem at first trying to get all the language barrier down, but I've done that with so many different luthiers since then. But once we got to where we could kind of understand each other, man, it was so cool. Like I said, he kept us informed, and I could not be happier with that product.
Yeah.
So to get that guitar with the case shipped into America, I know $3,500 is expensive, but when you think about it, you know, probably a couple of $100s of that was shipping, and that case that he sent was at least a couple $100. So, you know, you're probably back around $3,000 for that guitar. And I challenge anybody, go show me a big box builder that can do that for $3,000. You won't find it.
And it's kind of like a whole different kind of experience, you know, getting a guitar like this that costs you that kind of money. You're not really ordering just from a catalog, or you're not going on a website. And well, I mean, he does have a website, but you know what I mean? You're not picking a prefabbed guitar.
Right.
Whereas when you get something like this, it's kind of a step-by-step process where he kind of keeps you informed, keeps you involved of, you know, the timeline, how it's going, the progress, and it's really cool.
It is super cool. It was so cool to, you know, see my phone ding and it be him. You know what I mean? It might be a couple days in between them, but when it did, I'm like, oh, he sent me pictures. Look, this is what he's doing. So that was fantastic. So overall, we couldn't be happier with this guitar. And I believe I forgot to tell you, but I believe it's got a Graphtec nut. We looked at bone, and I think he uses one of the upper echelons of the Graphtec that's kind of a self-lubricating, so that's what we went with on this.
Nice.
We've had this guitar for a year, and every day I pick it up, it's just like the first day I got it. It's that nice. All right, so listen, we're trying to go back and revisit some stuff on our high gain side, so we're going to have another one for you here pretty quick. Make sure, if you don't know anything about us, make sure you go out to our channel and get on the entry-level metal playlist guitars giveaway. And we've always got 3 or 4 guitars on there that we give away. We review them and give them away. Make sure you hang out. We have a Meet Your Maker series where we interview a lot of these people. And Luca would love to do this. I think he's worried about his English. You know what I mean? But we still may get him on here, but he's a super chill dude, man. And so a lot of these builders are that way. They're kind of reclusive, you know what I mean? They're by themselves. Or the ones we prefer are kind of single builders. So make sure you go check out these people. I think since we got this, he's got a few more artists that have picked up his guitars that are actually touring with him now.
Nice.
And I'm just telling you, don't hate me, don't get mad at me. Gibson, Fender, Jackson, none of them ever made nothing that nice for $3,000.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it was made out of a factory, and it wasn't one human being doing it. You know? And I'm all about that. I want one person to have my guitar from start to finish, you know? Because I know they're so meticulous with it. All right, listen, guys, we really appreciate you. We're humbled by you. And until next time,
stay tuned.